Hi, how are you doing, friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're in Lucifer's account. Dare I say, very worked on, very developed account that we're visiting today for this takeover. Check the roster. How many good notables we have built out here. And may I show you, the builds are also looking pretty sauce. Pretty sauce. Shuzhen is insane, actually. That is an insane pull. That is insane. Necret is insane. I have a 6-star for this Necret on my account. Probably will never see a Necret. I give you the star. I trust. If there was a way for us to swap something, I'm sure you have something of mine of interest. Dare I check, actually, the Altar of Souls? For real, for real. Okay, nothing of interest, actually, here. Well, that's surprising. Can't swap for anything yet. Hey, never mind. Let's continue. We have a Rush card here. Chalco, Packmaster, and Krokod duo. Very nice. Michinaki, Ultimate Death Knight, Islin, Calvalax, amazing. Trunda, glorious. Stock, Lady Kimi. Yeah, very, very nice roster. Very good epics as well. Really good selection for Quadruple Awakened Deacon. Rowella, Fenax, we have a Madame Ceres with a 6-star soul on. And a Skull Crown with a 6-star soul. Quite well. Quite well. Yeah, this is really lucky. This is an unfinished Demitha. I'm sure that you're using her in certain teams. Either way, you do have another block damage champion, so that's no problem. Ugo, lacking boots. Lacking boots on Ugo. That is a good 8-piece Feral, though. I'm sure that you're waiting on a 9-piece Feral for her. Yeah, she's really good in Arena, for sure. And any Hydra, honestly, she's like, mainly I use mine in Hydra. Cold card very nicely. Very nicely done. Don't forget to use my promo code to get yourself 3 legendaries, Stalin to Hanorok and Xenomorph, as well as the 4 epics, Venomage, Lightsworn, the Gore, and Ugo as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Player and Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with the brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go into your inbox and claim your first legendary. Use the promo code Desert Queen to get to Hanorok and play for 7 days to get Xenomorph. And that is all you have to do to get yourself the free legendary Stalin to Hanorok and Xenomorph, as well as the epics Venomage, Lightsworn, the Gore, and Ugo as you level up. So don't miss out and click on my link right now. Let's see the vault. I'm sure there's some champions here as well that we just haven't gotten to. Okay, but like nothing like pressing. I see that you don't need anything pressing to build out. A double Trunda would be cool, but not pressing. It's great. I do understand now your point of view and why you came to me with this request. The request, and I'm quoting, sounds as follows. I want advice. What should I do? I'm 1 year almost playing. I can do everything I can do. I do everything I can do. Watching YouTube, but I feel my account was doing what should be do. I'm not making this up. I need fresh eyes and tell me what should do. Despite the language barrier, I very much understand your request. We're trying to work on Hydra, Chimera, and Iron Twins and shape up this account to enter endgame, because we're nearing endgame. What's with the cash though? Like, where did all your money go? Did you spend it on working on champs? Gear hunters? Nothing done here. You haven't had money in a little while. What drained you? Also, gems wise, you're like done. You haven't upgraded your gem mine. You could get to that, you know? It's been what, almost a year of playing and you haven't gotten around to doing that yet? Please get it all the way up to level 3. That's wild. That's wild work. I do want to check things like these. Okay, Ramantu and Marius, how are we moving on each? We're not. But these are a good way to get back into the game, and I will never grow tired of recommending them to everyone who's like, I don't know what to do. Here's literally missions that tell you what to do. You don't even have to think about it. Just, that's it. Do the Ramantu Marius missions. Now, there's also the Predator Pass. I don't know if you're, like, thinking about it. Seeing that you don't really have gems, I'm more so prone to believe that you're a free-to-play player, so we'll be giving you free-to-play advice. Look forward to Xenomorph. It's a good time to be playing, my dude, because you'll be getting Xenomorph. He's a really good poisoner for that matter. You could actually take him into, saw that you don't really need the clan boss help whatsoever, but dungeon-wise, Xenomorph will be very fun to play with. Let's see the Great Hall first before we proceed. Great attack accuracy is done. We're proceeding with crit damage. Good call. That's exactly what I would do if I were you. However, I would focus on one of these. Just like pick out one and stick to it. It takes so long, doesn't it? Takes so damn long. I see that you're in Classic Arena Gold. 5 tag team bronze is Yeah, you're gonna, when you progress through the Morias and the Ramen 2 missions, I think it's the Ramen 2 ones that ask you to fight in tag team. You just make sure, yep, tag team is Ramen 2. You're gonna have to push, but not for a little while. However, it is upcoming. Keep that in mind. Faction Wars. You're so close to Lydia. You could, on a second note, actually, before focusing on Hydra and Chimera and Iron Twins, you could focus on finishing up your faction wars, because soon there is a new faction coming up, which means that another 63 stars need to be earned before you get Lydia, and you don't want that increase like right now. Get Lydia now. Be ready for when the new faction comes up. You realistically have the demon spawns that you need to work on, the lizardmen, ogrins. That's it. Let's figure out a demon spawn team for you. Something that will climb you higher. Why are we lacking in crypt keys? We need to do some tag team. Have you done some tag team? Is this just gonna become a gameplay video on someone else's account? Yeah, you've done tag team. We can't reload you with keys. That is unfortunate. Let me see the team actually that you're using, at least. Maybe we could help you out with some suggestions on like how to optimize. I can't even see the team. Cannot even see the team. That sucks. Oh boy. That's alright. That is alright. Let's assume that you're using Rexstar, Chauco, Wild Shot, right? Like very out there. Where's all your demon spawns? Are these guys doing the job for you? Oh, Duchess, dude. Yes. Such a good pull. You could upgrade this. Oh, this needs an upgrade. This needs to be maybe an HP amulet. You're trying to budge up her resistance, which is good. Chronophage does the job, but could you maybe not roll this one? Like with an ore, you know? Do you have an ore? Yeah, like 3. Do you allow me to use one here? If this is an HP, if this rolls into HP, I don't have a lot of money to work on it, but hear me out. Because Chronophage is very limited. It's an event dungeon thing. You're not gonna get Chronophage for a while. Let's see if we can get an HP main stat here. Whatever down here doesn't matter. Maybe resistance would be cool. HP %. Let's manifest this shit. Oh my god. Well, this is somewhat better. We could get a resistance roll here. And it has the same stat as the one that you currently have. Do you want to roll it like once or twice and see what we get without spending a lot of cash? 1 increased damage. Please, resistance? Oh my god, will you give us resistance? One more, and I'll stop. Bam. Oh my god, that is exponentially worse, maybe. We're dropping in HP. Nah, this is exponentially worse. I was really relying on that resistance roll here. So much so for that amulet. And I don't know how to work on that account without money to work on that account. Feel me? So whatever suggestions I'm gonna give you today are gonna be purely theoretical, and you guys do this to yourselves because you give me your accounts with 2 million in reserve. If you want content, leave me cash, guys. Leave me cash. Who else is a demon spawn? Why am I not seeing any people here? Guys, I doubt that you used Aox. Akoth. What am I thinking about, Aox? Did I just see him? Either who. Dive into the vault. See if you have any demon spawns here we could take out. Magnar's a really good nuker. I advise you to build them out for your faction wars. If you don't have a good HP nuker, by the way, and I shout him out with so much love and passion. Oh my god, a stone skin on him? Not a bad idea, low key. Full stone skin on him is crazy though. Are you sure? Like, are the stats? Nah. You can't do this to him. You cannot do this to him just to match the stat with the set. Don't. Build out this Magnar with some form of, you could do Relentless, you could do, he does need a little bit of accuracy, so you could do Feral. I have mine in a couple of Feral perception pieces, and I think in an Immortal or something like that. Oh, you've got some lethal here, but you don't... He does need crit rate, crit damage, but instead of attack, you stack him with HP, and you add a little bit of accuracy. Well, like 200 and something. Magnar will also help you in Doom Tower secret rooms. Overall, really good nuker. AoE stun, extra hit on targets that are not burning. You need to pair him with the burner if you want to stun the enemies that you're facing. But if you want that to be a double hit AoE, you don't have to pair him with the stun, with the burn. He has the ability to spread debuffs to enemies that are burning, except crowd control debuffs, increases the duration of buffs on all enemies by a turn, and place a 100% decrease defense strong when the target is under a burn. He heals, and this is the best part about Magnar, by 1% of his max HP every time anyone in the battle takes damage from a burn. Every time anyone ticks. So here is a proposition for a good nuker for your Demon Spawns team if you want to progress a little bit further. Get your stars a little bit earlier. Let's see what other faction you're struggling with. Orcs? Ogrins. Not orcs. Ogrins. Lizardmen. Ogrins and Lizardmen. Then definitely Ugo for the Ogrins. Who else is an Ogrin here? Literally clicking through every single champion here. I don't see any Ogrins you've built out. The Siege Hulk. That's a good option for... But Ugo brings strong decreased defense. Strong increased attack is nice. Strong increased crit rate and crit damage on him. Strong decreased speed, but that's on a single hitter. He's not really super good in faction wars, I'd say. Like a single targeter, really. Ugo, however, you should fully build out 100%. Now I'm scared to check here what you've... Oh, nice! Triple accuracy mythical stat! This is a really nice weapon, my dude! Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this is very solid, actually. You're just looking for better boots. I don't know what your deal was there with who? With Magnar? Probably built him out in the beginning and forgot about him. No? But seriously, consider him. What about these Ogrins? Who else? Who else? This is a barbarian or Suga. I always think that she's an ogre. Well, she's not an ogre. She's obviously a human. Let's see the vault. In fact, let's see the index, because this is hard. Gerda! You have Gerda and you have Stock! Stock, Gerda, Ugo. Skull Crusher. Something like that. Because Skull Crusher has a cool little counterattack unkillable ally protection here. Heal reduction. Yeah, this is much easier. I don't know what I was struggling with trying to figure out your inventory. But this is what my team would look like if I were you. And you have space for one more champion, I think. Bellower, question mark? A lot of AoEs. I don't know about Siege Hulk, really. And you need to pull more Ogrins. That's super surprising. This new fusion guy, are you going for him? Was he an Ogrin? Yeah, he's good, man. If you're not already a little bit behind on fragments, 25 behind, a couple behind. I don't know if you tried and gave up midway, because dude, you don't have money, you don't have gems. But this was going to be a good option for your Faction Wars teams. Well, here's to hoping that you pull someone. And the last faction was what? Keep forgetting. Lizardmen! Well, Lizardmen, let's check you out. Oh my god, you have so many options here. It's a shame. Okay. Karen is good. I like Karen the Harvester. He has a cool sleep here. Cool, ignoring block debuffs when he places that sleep. Let the bees do the talking. Puts all the skills on cooldown on the target. Has a chance of decreasing the trim meter on all enemies under sleep by 15% and by 30% on all enemies without speed. A1 has a strong decreased speed, steal of the turn meter 5%, and 10% for whenever they're under decreased defense. Did you notice that's an AoE, by the way? Very, very cool, no? Very funky passive here. Whenever an enemy tries to increase their turn meter, he decreases the value of that turn meter by 25%. Always 25%, so if they're trying to do like a 50% turn meter fill, it's gonna be at 25%, but if you're trying to do a 25% turn meter fill, that's gonna be, what's 25% out of 25%? Like 12%? 13%? Something like that? No! That is completely wrong. 4! 4? 5? I cannot do math. What am I doing playing Braid Shadow Legends again? Okay. Active effect whenever a sleep is removed or expires on the target instantly activates the Trash Master skill on that target. Does not work if a sleep debuff is removed by damage. Trash Master, by the way, is the A2. The decrease the turn meter of all enemies 30% if they're not under sleep. Dracomorph! Do I need to elaborate? Really, really friggin' good nuker. Really good poisoner. Super unfair that you couldn't get Donnie, but it's fine. Velgumkar, good option. Very good option. Heal reduction, decreased defense, provoke removal, and a random debuff removal. Strong increased defense on everyone with a shield. 20% of his max HP. 3-turn cooldown. Stun on his A1. Immune to provoke. Take Velgumkar. You need this little thing. Little lizard thing. Skull Lord for some provoke. Provoke them back. Cleanse some provokes, provoke them back. You know? AoE decrease attack, which will always land because you're bringing him alongside a Lizardman team. Again, heal reduction coming from here. Irresistible because you're bringing him alongside your Lizardmen. With the chance of repeating the attack and filling his turn meter by 5% on this double hitter. here. Destroys the attacker's max HP by 5% whenever he's attacked. And he gets attacked a lot because he provokes. Destroys the max HP of bosses by 2.5 instead, except the Scarab King, whose max HP will be destroyed by 5% normally, as the rest cannot destroy a single enemy's max HP by more than 50%, and has a 50% chance of placing a True Fear on targets with any destroyed max HP. Once you mark them, it's done. At the start of this champion's turn, revives a random ally from their Lizardman faction with 50% HP and 50% True Meter, dude. Skull Lord Volgro. I'm actually surprised as to like why you haven't pushed further. So far you have these 4 champions. You could involve a Rajin if you wanted to. You could involve an Aox if you wanted to. A little bit of extra healing support. Leave it at that. Now, what was the original request again? Hydra Chimera Iron Twins. Let's start with Iron Twins. Let's see what's wrong with the slow team. Aha. So, double block damage. Bomb. Revive. Cleanse, Hex, Poison. Here's what I suggest. We remove one of the block damages. And I think it's gonna be Demitha because she was missing some piece of gear. Oh, would you look at that? We are missing some piece of gear on this Rush card too. I do not know if this is intentional. Some sort of speed tune. If you're looking for a better replacement. A lot of questions here that will remain unanswered. Honestly, having an unleveled up amulet might work better than having no gauntlet. However, I will allow 8 levels into it, dude. Just for a little bit more HP. Even 1 more, I'm sorry. Money goes like that. Attack double flat is horrible. But at least if you're gonna be putting on a HP amulet, make sure to upgrade it with a little bit of HP so that she is somewhat sustainable. Now, let's attempt this again. But we're gonna make a swapperoo. Instead of your Rush card, we put a Cold Heart. 100% booked, and she's built. Perfect. What she's gonna do is make your run, hopefully, about 10,000 times faster. Let's see it. So far, 5 minutes, right? But Cold Heart, dude, is an underappreciated gem in Iron Twins. Whoa, whoa, they all have stone skin on. Let's see it. A lot of shielding and a lot of cleansing. Okay, beautiful. Why didn't we start with the A3 again? I don't know. As long as she don't die, and she will be revived, I think, even if she does. Boom! You see that big smack? And Ankara can decrease the cooldown of her skills, I think, on a chance. Some chance. So she might get to hit with that double smack a lot more often. Thanks to her. Heal reduction, though you don't need it. This Nishak is a really good idea here. I just think that you will be fine with just 1 block damage champion. That's it. Scary. Let's see when and how we get revived if we need to. Because we might need to. Woo! Okay, we get Nishak first and he dies immediately after. That absolutely sucks, actually. Something is completely out of sync here. But to be fair, it is difficult to smack it out. At least the block damage now is working. However, we need to time it with the revive, and it's just not working. Decrease your attack. Oh my god, okay, okay, we survived this. This is wonderful. Please. The shields overlapped. Oh my god, 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 oh my god! That was just Mithrala alive, and this is never gonna work. Damn. And this Brimstone should land a lot more often. I'm thinking, we need to leave Cold Heart on this team. What if we just put Rush card instead of Demitha? I don't know. We could try it that way, and we could also try with an actual decrease of the cooldowns, because Anchor, that just doesn't land. Why doesn't it? Has a 30% chance, and we haven't booked this one. So it's almost like, ugh, the chance is small. Let's open with the Heartseeker skill. I don't know why we didn't do that from the start. And we're gonna start here with the block damage immediately. Everything else is what... Oh, can we even block active skills? Whatever. Now we have 2 Brimstone champions. Let's see if that changes anything for us. I just do want to leave this Cold Heart. And granted that this is gonna be affinity dependent. No, this Anchor is a good option. Maybe make her even faster, I would consider. We're gonna see what kind of speeds we're working with after this. Dude, why is this worse? How often does Rush card activate this? Oh. Yeah, okay. This is just my internal clock, you guys. Ticking off. I should trust the process. Okay. These poisons being irremovable and Nishak is... Oh, nice. It's actually a good call. Okay, Cold Heart has kind of completed her purpose now. She can hit 1 more time and she's done. Oh! 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 Oh, but our Rush card! Yeah, he can't die. Please bring him back, Ankara. Please bring him back. Please bring him back. Please, please bring him back. Please, please. Everyone, yes! Oh my god. Okay, then this could actually work. I'm scared though. Where is the heal gonna come from, really? Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, we did it! We did it! We did it! And we shortened your time with 4 minutes with this team, dude. I really hope this works on all affinities as well as it did for Force. But that's the gist. Cold Heart hits about 3 times. If you're lucky, we're gonna get a decrease on her cooldown from Ankara. Use this cool little epic. Epic! Legendary, but actually a rare. Crazy, crazy Cold Heart. I mean, you're welcome. I think that settles Iron Twins for us. As for Hydra and Khmer, my dude, you have so many good champions that it's like, have you even attempted Nightmare? Let's test it, shall we? Let's see what kind of damage we can do here on Nightmare. I don't know why we haven't done that. Like, don't you get curious? Everything is landing. You have Krokod and Shaek. I mean, I'm sure that you also have other... dude, did you f***ing see this? I'm sure that you have 1 or 2 more teams that you can put in here to just completely switch to Nightmare. Some of y'all, I feel like you just don't know how strong you are. You just haven't tested. You haven't tested. Oh, the poor boy. Somebody save him. Somebody come get her. She dancing like a stripper. Somebody come... No! Nah, that's bad news. But maybe we can bounce back. Where did all the block buffs go? Why is it not landing? Oh, there it is. Where did it just come from? The good thing about Krokod, and we have to revive Krokod, is that he can beat through life barrier. But not when he's not alive. Oh, smack! Very nice. Dude, you have Wixball on this team, and you have basically the metas. I guess you could swap Thor, though he's super good. I also really like him as a nuker. Just big smack, dude. Though this stun doesn't land, he still lands a very helpful decrease speed, and he still has a ginormous multiplier. Dude, check this out. Everything is working, except Krokod is like perpetually dead. We do have to bring him back, Lily 2. I'm looking at you. Lily 2, I'm looking at you. How much does her cooldown thing take? Bam! Let's protect him now. Stop! Thank you, Mithrala. Clutched with that. And the block buffs. Perfect timing. Now we just need to provoke them somehow. Krokod is alive. Why is he so squishy? However, he do be dealing some good damage. We haven't gotten eaten yet. Mithrala's first, and that's a little frightening because she's... Oh my goodness, that was a bad steal. That was that was very nasty on him. Mithrala's gonna get eaten very soon, and she's our best cleanser. We're gonna have to free her with Krokod, who cannot die within the span of these couple of... No! No! Let's see if we can free Mithrala with this in mind. With this in mind, can we lock him? Why are we barely chipping off the friggin' meter? Dude! Not the counterattack! Oh my god! Oh, thank god at least we have block debuffs on. Now decreased defense definitely gonna help. Oh, that's terrifying, my dude. That is scary. Our Reviver's dead! Our Reviver is dead! 6 million is like, what? A chest? I feel like we could do better. Something fell apart there. Something fell apart there. Well, now at least I know how much you deal on Nightmare, and it makes sense that it shows up as 0 here. It's just been unsatisfactory results every single time. Can't get up to 9 million. Why doesn't this team work? Let's figure it out. Try one. That's an attempt. I see that you've been building multiple different variations of teams. Necret is a really good Hydra option, man. He really is. Ally protection, block, debuff, strengthen. But he does not revive. That's true. Who here revives, if anyone revives at all? Damn, nobody revives here. We're gonna need to do this with a couple of teams, I think. Yeah, this friggin' amulet, girl. This friggin' amulet. The chestplate could be HP with resistance rolls. Like, the resistance chestplate might be a little bit of an overkill. I don't know. You're trying to go for a resistance build, and I do get it. But optimally, I do feel like you're lacking on some HP. Better banner. Could work on your gear for sure. You could get some upgrades the more you raid your Hydra. For now, because your keys are expiring, I will put your keys in Brutal. Not expiring, but like Hydra's resetting in 23 hours. I just want to see how much this team does on Brutal, since it just doesn't work on Nightmare. 29 million? Is that a chest? Almost a chest. Dude, are you for real? Should we do this again? Is this a constant? Damn! Is this a constant thing? Why is it completely out of speed tune? Should we attempt this again and see a little bit, look in a little bit closer as to what's happening here? Duchess first, Provoke second, Block buffs third. Then we have Hex, then decrease speed. It looks good! However, the weaken lands last. It's good for your nukers to have some weaken and decrease defense before they land some nukes, but it's really not the end of the world. What it can do for the time being, while we figured it, why this thing doesn't work out, right, is swap out some of the gear that you think could do better. And I feel like that's the only way to progress up in Nightmare. This is a good team. This is a good team, and it's not the team's fault. It's something about the builds. I feel like if Duchess Lily 2 had generally more speed. Not speed, but yeah, maybe speed. Generally more HP is what I meant. She would be able to sustain everyone a little bit longer and prolong the fight. If she's always the last one on the team with Mithrala, you're gonna be fine. So maybe just work on your Duchess. Should bring you up. And also, don't forget about your area bonuses. You know, the more you work on them, the more you're gonna progress into these Nightmare stages, and you're gonna notice optimization in your damage. So sometimes it's not essentially that you're doing something wrong, it's just that you're trying to speedrun your progression where you can't. Where you can't. Where you have to race it out, marathon it out. Take a deep breath and keep running and keep grinding and keep doing classic arenas and getting medals. And I do have to check where you are, actually. I forgot if I even checked. But I don't know how long this fight is gonna take. I don't know how much longer. Oh my god, Crocod is perpetually dead again. Do consider Crocod as well. Maybe give him a little bit more HP. Because poor guy. The poor dude. Your Mithril is done. Not Mithril. I keep calling Duchess Mithril. How many times did this happen, actually? Oh my god, goodbye, Duchess. This is what I'm worried. Whenever we get that big blow from the Head of Wrath, we can't really do much beyond that point. We lose our only reviver, and everything falls apart. Alright, well, you know what to do. I think I already gave you some pointers. I'm sure that's gonna help you progress. Chimera dude, whatever you can do, that's for relics. Relics are cool to play with. They're not necessary. They were recently added to the game. You don't 100% need them to progress, but they're still cool nevertheless. Try Brutal. I feel like Brutal is currently where you're at. It's fine. Leave it at that. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to take over, hit up my Discord. You can find the link down in the description box under this video, under all videos. As per usual, submit a takeover request through a ticket. And thank you for your patience while I get to you. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys again in the next one tomorrow. Bye!